everybody, it's Dan. So we've just been playing basketball on the outdoor court. I really must remember to take some suntan lotion next time because I can feel it after just an hour. Anyway, what I was thinking about, I was just having this conversation with a guy that was playing basketball with, and we're talking about financial freedom and we're talking about time freedom, because there's a difference between the two, and most people may have one. Say most people, some people may have one, some people may have the other, some people may have both, and some people may have neither, right? So financial freedom is what it sounds like. You know, you got more coming in than you got going out. You're financially free, and your income basically comes from the fact that you're not exchanging your time for money. So it could come from property, or there's still a bit of an exchange there. It could be from a pension. Well, I won't call yourself financially free if you're a pensioner. Do you know what I mean? So it could come from stocks and shares. It could come from dividends. It could come from all sorts of different places. So that's financial freedom. And then time freedom, because we see a lot of wealthy people, right? Like, take Grant Cardone, for example. Grant's very, very wealthy, almost a billionaire. Gary Vee, very wealthy. You see all these people really busy, and some people in the UK that run the training courses, and they're like, oh, well, I'm a millionaire, and then they're working 80-hour weeks. It's like, well, you might be a millionaire, but have you really got time freedom? Because not really. All you've done is you've swapped a high-paying job for a high-paying CEO position, right? So you're not financially free. So, I mean, I love Zuckerberg's business card. He goes, "I'm CEO, bitch." At least it used to. I think it was him. I love that. But and actually, at one point, being a CEO was really cool. I was like, "Oh, I'm a CEO." It's bollocks. I'm not CEO now. I've got businesses that we run, but I don't want to be a CEO. CEO means I work 60-hour weeks. That's not me. So, like, some people might be financially free, but actually all they've done is just swap their working for someone else into working for themselves, which is usually an even worse boss than working for someone else, because there's no let up. You go home, you're still working. Well, that's not time freedom. So when we talk about financial freedom, I really think that most people are talking about both, about being financially free and having time freedom. And so, for example, you know, the reason why I was able to play basketball today is because not only are we financially free, we've also got time freedom. And by the way, that goes up or down depending on what's going on. Sometimes I haven't got time freedom because I might have a project that I'm doing and I want to do this project, and so I have to do something. And then this also ties into this idea that when you retire, and it's going to retire to the beach, which is a great idea, and then you retire to the beach, and on the second week you're like, well, this is dull. What am I going to do? And I know this from experience because it's exactly what I did. I retired, I didn't retire, I moved to the beach, and then it's like bored. So you've got to make sure you've got your social stuff, you've got to get your fitness, you've got to have a hobby, you've got to get, you know, some stuff in place. What is that going to be? So it's just a case of balancing all this. I'm not saying that you should be financially free. I'm not even saying that you should be have time freedom. You do whatever you want to do, right? But if you want to do it, make sure that you've got both. Being financially free and working 60 to 80 hours a week so you never see your kids grow up, for me, is not financial freedom. You just exchange your job for a different type of job that you now own, with much more risks. While you might have more control over it, there's more risks. So you want to be moving that money from a job, and I know people are making a lot of money right now as CEO, but what happens if the market changes or something happens and that disappears? And I've seen it. I've been in this business 20 years, and I've seen it so many times where people come in, they've got all this money, they don't invest in property, which for me is my vehicle. It might be a different vehicle for you, but they don't invest in anything, and then they literally lose everything, and they're going back and living at mum and dad's, or homeless even. It's just crazy. So I hope that explains my view on financial freedom and time freedom just that little bit more. Let's go home, have some lunch, have a shower, and see what we've got on for this afternoon. Speak soon. Thanks. So I got what I deserve.